Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. I shall. We also have to return to talk about that at some point as well. I love the state that the moon is in when you first start the game, and how when you're walking down here. And that's what made my Yosefka video so damn difficult, because I always had to make sure that the lighting was correct. And I used so many different builds in that video from so many different at so many different points in the night, such that yeah, certain shots became unusable because I realized that the lighting was different because it was at a different time of the day. Permadeath run, permadeath run. That is not the sun, no. That is the moon. Have fun. Should you still be streaming later, I'll violate security. Well, I look forward to seeing you if I'm still streaming later. I wouldn't count on it, but we shall see. But thank you for dropping by for the brief time that you were able to, DFH. Much appreciated, as always. So I'm not grabbing that. I should probably top off. I'm not grabbing that those Quicksilver bullets until we get our gun, because then we get an extra 10 or whatever. Because if you grab the gun and you already have Quicksilver bullets, it's not going to give you extra bullets. Hi, Cleric Beast. So can anyone guess what weapon we're going to be using? Ghost Hardware is correct. We are going to be using the saw cleaver. Because, fuck it, and the pistol. Scythe. Aaron, I actually upgraded the Scythe on your recommendation to +9 for Let's Talk Lore, so I'm going to be using it in the next episode. I've still not gotten used to it. It's still very strange to me, because it's like using a backwards, or it's like using a saw cleaver in reverse, almost. Hello, the Memetim. How are you, friend? And the Memetim, to answer your question that I saw you sent to me in a message, to answer your question about how I deal with the Chalice dungeons, basically I just level up. That's the best advice I can give. It's really hard to get through the Chalice dungeons at a low level, at least in my experience. Cleaver is so clutch. Scythe is a ton of fun once you get used to it. I have a PvP build with it. Yeah, we shall see. But yeah, I upgraded it to +9. Did some farming in the Chalice dungeons so that I could have enough chunks to be able to get it there. Came very close to ending the permadeath run on the first enemy. Very, very close. Dangerously close. So I do need to remember that I'm not level 245. That's for sure. And I should stay topped off. So we're probably not going to deal with the Executioner there, because it doesn't really drop anything other than blood vials. And you're likely, unless you're really good at parrying them, which I am not, you're likely to use more blood vials against him than you are to actually get in return for killing him. Alright, let's say hello to Gilbert.
You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a
I hate that.
guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything. Whatever. Pale, but
Okay, so we're probably going to do most of this area, because we are going to need the echoes to level up. So this is generally not something I do. I usually just run through this area, but we're going to be doing Permadeath run. Might as well do it right. I don't know whether I'll include the DLC or if I'll just make it an any % type thing. We'll see how far, like, that decision might not even matter. If, for example, I can't make it past Gascoigne without dying or something to that effect. So we shall see. Did I miss something here? No. Hi, friends. Just out on the night of the hunt. So yeah, we're gonna leave that executioner to just skulk around that corner looking all creepy. Scythe for life. We'll see, I'm not quite there yet. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, that was bad. Let's run this way, friends. So yeah, we're gonna take this very slowly. I like how this guy just kind of forgets, runs off. So yeah, someone mentioned, I can't remember who it was, but I talked about it in the previous episode, that someone suggested that Ludwig may have been fused with his horse. And yeah, that's pretty cool, because if that's indeed the case, then that would mean all of these horses are here because they were used in hunts previously. Whereas prior to that suggestion, I had no idea what, or like where the horses fit into anything. Some pebbles here, Molotov cocktails. Might as well start equipping some things. I even forget where half of the items are in this area because I usually just run straight through it. Hi, friend. I didn't like it at first. I play unlocked on a lot, and the lunge was messing me up once I started locking on with it. Yeah, see, I've been playing mostly locked on, which is a reversal from how I used to play the game. And even still, like, I have not yet been able to get used to the difference of the people call it like the ice skating or something like that, which is, I guess, an apt way of putting it. Hi, friend. I remember when I first got to this part, I was like, there's no way that's not a trap. And then dude around this corner too. I can only imagine being a first-time Souls player playing through this area for the first time. I can imagine that many people probably just didn't make it through and never played the game again. I always forget that that item's on the... Whoa, hey! How are ya? Yeah, there have been a couple of engagements where I found that the R1L1 came in really good use, but at the same time, I'm just so used to the R1, L1 on the saw cleaver that it's hard to adjust. But I'm gonna try. Next episode I'm gonna try using it, so we'll see. This is my first area. It took me 2 days. Wow. I want to try using the blood letter. I think that's the next one I'm gonna try, other than the one that we're talking about at this moment. Is this permadeath run? Yes, I can level up. Hello, Kratos, by the way. So I'm not sticking to soul level 4 or anything like that. I am gonna permit myself to level up when I have the souls. It's just gonna be a regular playthrough, but once I die, the build gets deleted. That's pretty much the only difference. No deaths. Hey friends, do any of you guys want to go for a walk? There you go. Good work. I remember E and B tried to do it. Yeah, that's why Kratos. That was my original, like, you know, I wanted to do a permadeath run, inspired by watching that playthrough that, or Breakfast, whatever the heck he like a morning show type thing that he called it, and seeing just how damn hard it is to do. Like, doing soul level 4, I imagine, is hard enough. I've still not even done that yet, let alone adding to that with the permadeath restriction. So we'll start with 1, and then if this one goes well, then maybe we'll consider we'll do a blood level 4, and then we'll try a blood level permadeath. Blood level 4, soul level 4, whatever the heck you're supposed to call it. Oh. Alright. Good start. It's funny how many enemies we've killed and how we only have 1,600 souls. Maybe 5 hours straight in here. It was fighting like I spent, I think, like, if you look at my blind playthrough, I think it took me a good, like, 2 hours to make my way all the way through Central Yharnam. And then even then I missed a lot of stuff. Yeah, see, that's my problem. The cleaver is just too good. Oh, why am I wasting blood files? The cleaver and the spear, the saw spear and the saw cleaver. So, but, you know, I need to get away from it. It's just, the problem is I have too much fun using it. It's not just that it's good, it's that it's fun to use. It's very satisfying. Which is, yeah, a big time reversal. Early on, I hated the saw cleaver. My first playthrough, I was like, this weapon is so boring. I stopped using it almost immediately. These are my favorite nameless NPCs in the game.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Ah, you poor, poor thing.
Yep. No, that's right, but I mean, yeah, like, depending, usually all my builds are quality builds anyway. So hi, friend. That was not good. Not a good start. I need to remember, very small room for error here. Come on, do your charge attack. No, your charge attack. Please. Thank you. I can parry that one pretty much every time, but his other moves I'm very hit or miss. stupid crows. Have I used the pick at all? No, I have not. I have not even gotten the pick yet. I've helped the trash man get the pick, but I completely missed that cell when I went back. Still on the quest for the 30% rune, but yeah, Aaron was saying earlier how he was looking for it and he's not yet found it. So another thing I was thinking about based on the comments that were made on the most recent episode, someone talked about how Lawrence like basically loses his legs. His legs just melt away. But also that, you know, the preponderance of wheelchairs around Yharnam suggests that the old blood does something to, like, it affects mobility. So yeah, I think that might at least be a symbolic explanation as to why Lawrence's legs just sort of melt, which I think is kind of cool. The church pick has all of the attack modifiers. Interesting. So against beasts and against kin? That is really cool. Yeah, I have my guide right here, actually. Because Aaron asked earlier if I had it, so of course I had to bust it out. Permadeath Aegon, remember, permadeath. Cool. And so is the holy modifier the one that works against kin? Or is it just a kin modifier? Hey Richard, that's cool. I'm glad that actually works now, because previously it didn't work. How's it going, Richard? I watched the first 15 minutes or so of your episode on the River of Blood. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the rest, because I think that just the way you explained the idea of the dreams being stacked on top of one another, I thought was absolutely brilliant. Because it explains something that I've been wanting to have explained for the longest time. And that is why when you are warping in the Hunter's Dream, when you want to warp to, you go to one of the headstones, the action button, the dialogue option that pops up, it says awaken above ground. So it would seem that those poles, Richard, which you said were possibly holding something up that you couldn't see in the Hunter's Dream, it would appear as though those poles are indeed holding up the waking world, or something in between. Which, yeah, mind blown. I've not yet had enough time to watch the second one because of family festivities and whatnot, but I'm very much looking forward to that as well. And the third one, whenever you get around to uploading that. I made myself do some new builds for the DLC though. All of my level 4 stuff is based around it. The picks, second form serrated. Oh wow, very cool. But yeah, so I know that your connection is often spotty on Twitch, Richard, so I hope you heard all that, but if not, I'll explain again. Because I don't think anyone's tied that stuff together yet with the... Or explained why it is that it's stated that we're awakening above ground. And that ties in really nicely with the pillars, and also how you explained our apparent inability to see a dreamland above us, but that when you're above, you can see below. So that was very cool. And it explains the mass in the Nightmare Frontier, but also raises a lot of questions about whether or not the DLC represents a significant amount of cut content, which it appears as though it does, or whether they always had all of that planned. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. It's okay. We're still good. Oh, this is the wrong sewer. This is the wrong sewer. I thought I was in another sewer. So, this is a permadeath run. So if I die here... Oh, this guy's coming up after me, isn't he? Oh, no! This is not going well so far, friends. Okay, we got an armor set. Peace out, rats! Okay, I didn't deserve to survive there, let me be clear about that, but we did. So that's pretty cool. Did not deserve to survive that. Hi, crow friends. I lied, you're not my friends. Get out of here. Still feel like the nightmare is like someone trying to remember the hunt from their perspective, but when we wake from a dream or nightmare, we usually can't remember. Well, hello, Glares. It's nice to see you. I think the nightmare is considerably more complicated than that. Dreams, like the dreamlands in general in Bloodborne, are considerably more complicated than that. But you are entitled to have whatever perspective you wish. So something very interesting that Aaron pointed out, which is something I never noticed before, is that there are humans behind this door who you can speak with, but there's no, and I keep wanting to pull up my binocular, but there is no incense burning.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door. Heavens, the depths of depravity.
Oh, that's... if you're not familiar with my work on YouTube, you can find a link. Well, hello to you. You can find a link in the channel description, I guess, which goes to my YouTube channel, where, yeah, we've talked a fair bit about the Dreamlands and what they mean in the context of my Let's Talk Lore playthrough. Yeah, but there they are, and yeah, I never noticed that, Aaron. I never even thought to speak with the NPC that's there, based on the fact that there's no incense. So thank you for pointing that out. Yes, I will find your mum. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I should have let you guys hear how when you're standing there, you can hear her playing with the music box, so I almost feel bad taking it from her. Alright, let's pop on our new hunter garb. Looking good. But yeah, Glares, it's not something that you can be expect. That's a good start, I think, in terms of understanding the nightmare. But what I would say is that it's not. By the way, after you kill the Orphan of Cost and the Shadow Figure will appear. Some people said you can equip Milkweed. Oh, well, I believe that when I see it, because if anyone makes a claim, that's the beautiful thing about Bloodborne, is that it's only on PlayStation 4. So if you've come across some amazing discovery, all you have to do is press this button here and make a video, upload it to YouTube, to Facebook, whatever. If someone has a crazy claim and hasn't pressed this button, then they're lying. That's really, you know, it's also a really strange place for a door. To go anywhere, you'd have to take the ladder. Well, I guess that's true, yeah. But this is not the most sane place, I guess. But yeah, so if anyone has any outlandish claims like that, I would suggest asking them for a video, because if they're playing on PlayStation 4, there's no reason, and if they're playing Bloodborne, they are, there's no reason why there shouldn't be a video. Where am I going? I'm going this way. By the way, the doll final extra dialogue is true, but for some reason, yeah, I still haven't been able to get it either, Kratos. So, there's some, I don't know, when the trash man, well, my best friend, I helped him get through it. It didn't trigger the dialogue for him either, but he was at the end game. So he had defeated the wet nurse, which suggests to me that maybe, you know, she can't talk about Gehrman sleeping soundly if he's not in fact sleeping, if she knows he's sitting under the great tree. So I don't know. So we are, of course, going to go see what's up to... You know what I hate? After all this time playing this game, I can still not remember which one of these... Yeah, you don't get it if the dream is on fire. I figured as much. But I was hoping to see that I shouldn't have had him progress that far into the game before we completed the DLC, but... Because I was hoping to see whether it was just, yeah, my game that was bugged. Okay, I gotta change whichever one is assigned for that, because it seems to be happening a lot. Let's say... Conviction? Sure.
Prepare.
Or even if you kill Maria, but you're supposed to get the extra dialogue after defeating the Orphan of Kos. So how do you get that if... Hello, the Memitim. Things are things. Just, you know, tired from all of the Christmas familial festivities, but, you know, very happy about all that. And can't exactly sleep right now. So, yeah, we're playing a little bit of Bloodborne. Permadeath runs. Oh no, the humidity in my apartment is down to 20%, which is bad news for my eyes. I still can't remember which one of these is the saw spear, and it bugs me every time that I still don't know. And yet I've done nothing to rectify that. Spear's closer to... Ah! That is a much easier way of remembering that. Thank you. Thank you kindly, Ghost Hardware. I think we're just going to use the cleaver, but the spear is tempting. I do very much enjoy the thrust damage on the spear. I'm hoping that these guys drop shards. Oh, well, I'll take that too, I guess. Took me a while to remember that as well. Okay. And Eileen is that way. You prefer the spear for your permadeath runs. Alright. Well, I think we're going to go with the cleaver, but we will have the spear as a backup. It might not hurt to have one with a gem in it that, I don't know. Okay, so that's the spear. So let's grab... Unless I'm missing an item. Am I missing any items? I might be, but... Oh, hi friend. We forgot about you. Oh, that was bad. Bad quick dash. There we go. Sorry that my humidifier is so loud, but I need to have it on, unfortunately. I hope that it's not too loud. at the same time. I love how in the early game the Molotovs are so incredibly useful. Yeah, we're gonna go back up anyway, I figure. I wanna die to a rat. Just so we can make sure we have everything. Wipe out all the enemies in the first area so that we get off to a good start. And yeah, so we're gonna go back up here. Something about visceral attack. Maria has a unique animation, like where she hugs you. Yeah, no, it's not you who got confused. It's me who forgot. So I was like, all right, so we might as well go back up anyway, since I dropped down on the wrong side. Oh, so it is the different. Oh, okay. So it's the one furthest away from Maria then. Either way, doesn't matter. Or from Maria, from Eileen. I never even thought of using Eileen as a reference point, so that's actually really helpful. You're stuck in the nightmare. Hello, the Lone Wolf 486. Have you tried summoning someone? I know that you're a lone wolf, but you might find that helpful. Which area are you stuck in, Lone Wolf? Alright, I think we're good. So Kratos, are you talking about the unique grab animation she has? Issues phasing through people. You mean through other players? The school. You mean the lecture building? Or are you talking about the DLC? In which case, would you be referring to the research hall? Okay, so... Whoa, how did you get down there? Oh yeah, I forgot I aggroed all you guys. That rat is not pleased. Lecture building. Just look for... Oh, this guy's down there too. Look for... There's a door that has, like, purple mist coming out of it. That's where you need to go. Sorry, friends. Wow. Okay, I thought we were goners there, for sure. Who's that guy? Or right, it's that guy of a store. Hello, Dima Parachute. Even Garriman doesn't have a... Yeah, well... They certainly put a lot of work into Maria. Merry Christmas, Dima Parachute. Like when dashing in for visceral, so sometimes I'll phase right through them for whatever reason. I've noticed that as well, the Memetim. Where I wind up on like the opposite side or whatever. Now that you mention it, yeah, I do know what you mean. I do find that I don't recall that ever being an issue in the past, but certainly since 1.07, especially to me. Well, yes, Merry Christmas, especially to you, Demon Parachute. Alright, so we've made it through most of Central Yharnam without dying on our first permadeath attempt, so that's pretty good. Yeah, just run straight and look for the door. It has like purple mist around it. How many? 8 bloodstone shards, so we can get our weapon up to +2. So first let's open the shortcut though. Yes, I am leveling up. The only rule is just if we die, we delete the build. That's it. So we are still going to be leveling up. Using blood echoes for blood echo things. Just blood echo things, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, there's going to be no restrictions in terms of leveling up or anything like that. I will try to do that eventually. But first, before doing a no leveling up permadeath run, I do need to do just a plain no level up run. So, one step at a time. EMB, as far as I can recall, he only got up to the Shadows of Yharnam, I think, or ROM. Yeah, I hope that he eventually returns to it, though. It was very entertaining watching that. Watching him go through each time and, you know, learn from his mistakes and stuff. I think he died at ROM. Because I remember at one point he just kept going into, like, to practice, which is a smart thing to do. I could be wrong about that, though. So... he's done with... Yeah. Given what's going on in his personal life, it's understandable. Alright, we're gonna go level up and stuff. Upgrade our weapon. Yeah, it works offline. It's funny how much I know about Demon Souls. I don't understand how World Tendency works at all, but it's funny how much I know despite the fact that I've never played it. Yeah, I remember that from Demon Souls in Depth. Franz talking about World Tendency, but it went completely over my head. I think that's the only way you can really manipulate World Tendency. Which, like, I think it's a really cool idea. It's just, I don't think, as far as I can tell anyway, it doesn't seem like it was implemented all that well. Sony only has a server for the Asia version. Seriously? Huh. So, like, if you were to go play PvP now, it'd be extremely laggy, is what you're saying? Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I would like to see them try something similar to that again, though. Oh, I didn't mess with both of those. I got away from that. Come on, roll, you bastard. This damn camera. That was the most intense fight I've had with the Cleric Beast since my first fight against the Cleric Beast. Yeah, I used to fight nothing with lock on. But that's changed for some reason. Can't remember what that unlocks other than the Chief Hunter badge. Hello, Cotentos. You can't exactly parry him, but if you shoot him square in the head, yeah, it opens him up for a visceral attack. But you need to wait until he repairs himself again to be able to do it one more time. Kirkhammer? What about the Kirkhammer? The servers are up, you're saying? Huh, that's what I thought. Yeah, no problem. So you see Cotentos when he does the, like, he turns all red and he, like, screams and stuff, that's him repairing himself. So after he does that, you can shoot him again directly in the face. So it's obviously much easier to do. Oh, the Kirkhammer. Thank you, Long John's McGee. That's right. That's right. Thank you. That and the Chief Hunter emblem. And I want to say Fire Paper, but I feel like that's the Radiant Sword Hunter badge. Do we want to go level up? Might as well. Gascoigne is a scary fight at times, so I want to be prepared for that. Oh, a repeating pistol as well, huh?